You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 biggest changes in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
The time has come. Take up your mother's trident.
You don't want to kill me. I'm your best friend.
Life, but turned into this.
For this list, we're looking at the most significant tweaks Zack Snyder made to his long-awaited director's cut of Justice League. Do you think these changes improved the film? Let us know in the comments. And as you might imagine, a spoiler alert is now in effect. Number 10, the final battle.
I'm gonna take out that tower and knock down that shield dome. You get to Steppenwolf.
Watching the theatrical cut of Justice League, the climax caught us off guard with its reddish-orange skies and hellish imagery. It looked nothing like the dark blue backgrounds in the early trailers, which we honestly found more atmospheric. Snyder restored the blue hues for the final battle, although that's not the only change. Joss Whedon added that random Russian family in his version, saying that he wanted to show, quote, what it's like for the people on the ground.
Who picks this place to put down roots?
People that have been kicked out of everywhere else.
While we get where Whedon was coming from, this subplot didn't contribute much, and the family wasn't sorely missed in the Snyder Cut. Steppenwolf receives a more violent end as well, earning that R rating. Number 9, Martian Manhunter.
Oh, and some have called me the Martian Manhunter.
J'onn J'onzz, better known as Martian Manhunter, is one of several heroes we had hoped to see in the theatrical cut.
Allies from other worlds.
While we got no such appearance in that version, Snyder initially had plans for the character. On a commentary track for the ultimate cut of Batman vs. Superman, Snyder mentioned that Martian Manhunter was Lieutenant General Calvin Swanwick incognito.
What's your source on this? A tinfoil hat?
In a storyboard that didn't make Whedon's version, Martian Manhunter was going to visit Lois Lane's apartment under the guise of Martha Kent. While actor Harry Lennix previously appeared in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, the Snyder Cut officially solidified Swanwick and Martian Manhunter as one and the same.
The world needs you too, Lois.
Number 8, new music by Junkie XL. Whatever your thoughts on Snyder's filmmaking style are, his movies almost always have amazing soundtracks. Junkie XL, aka Tom Holkenborg, collaborated with fellow composer Hans Zimmer on Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. He was set to work on Justice League as well, but Danny Elfman replaced him. Elfman usually goes hand in hand with DC projects, and while his Justice League score wasn't bad, it was a far cry from his Batman days. Junkie XL was brought back on board for the Snyder Cut, and his music did not disappoint, particularly the Crew at War Power track. Number 7, Steppenwolf's updated design.
My lord.
For many, one of the theatrical version's biggest letdowns was its villain.
Now do you see it?
Aside from being far less interesting than his comic book counterpart, Steppenwolf had a generic look obviously rendered through CGI. While Snyder's Steppenwolf is still clearly draped in CG, his design is a vast upgrade. Not only is his armor infinitely less silly, but Steppenwolf's facial features are far more atrocious. In a good way. While a cooler look is one thing, the Snyder Cut also delves deeper into Steppenwolf's backstory and motivation, as well as his dynamic with Darkseid. That said, Steppenwolf isn't the only major antagonist this time around.
It shall be so, my master.
Number 6, more Aquaman. Before James Wan made Aquaman one of the DCEU's MVPs, Justice League didn't give Jason Momoa a ton to work with. Aside from that one infamous line,
My man!
It's hard to even remember what Arthur Curry did in that version.
You say a word about this, we'll meet every prawn I know.
Originally, Snyder planned to set the stage for Wan's film. Aside from giving Mara a more prominent role, Willem Dafoe shot a scene as Nordis Volko.
The time has come. Take up your mother's trident.
There was also to be more exploration of Atlantis' mythos and development for Arthur himself. Number 5. Building a better cyborg. Out of the central 6 heroes, Cyborg is arguably the one who got the shortest end of the stick in the original version.
If these are gifts, then why am I the one paying for them?
The film did little to flesh out Victor Stone's life before his accident, his relationship with his father, or his personality. Virtually everything about the character is improved upon in the Snyder Cut, although the CG can still be hit and miss. Nevertheless, Stone finally emerges as somebody we root for and empathize with, as opposed to just another member of the team. Snyder described Cyborg as, quote, the heart of the movie, which shines through in the final product. We're still waiting to hear more about that standalone Cyborg movie, but his development here has us more optimistic.
You use that power to keep me alive. Alive. But turned into this.
Number 4. Superman in Black.
All the hopes and dreams of Krypton live in you now.
I'm so proud of you, son.
We get that Whedon was going for a more lighthearted tone with his Justice League, but why lose Soup's black suit? It's one of the most memorable aspects of the death of Superman's story arc. With Superman's inevitable return, we all assumed he'd dress in black for the occasion.
I believe in truth. But I'm also a big fan of justice.
Instead, Whedon opted for traditional red and blue. The Snyder Cut finally sees Henry Cavill don the black suit. This version also restored the deleted scene where Soups meets Alfred.
I'm assuming you're Alfred.
Master Kent.
Overall, the Superman here is significantly different than in Whedon's interpretation, particularly around the upper lip.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 3. Iris West and the Flash.
I'm so sorry, I'm late.
Barry Allen is another character who got shortchanged in the theatrical cut. You know, there's more to the Flash than quips.
Dostoevsky.
The Snyder Cut makes more of an effort to explore the death of Barry's mother, the incarceration of his father, and his romance with Iris West. Actress Kiersey Clemons was going to make her DCEU debut as Iris in Justice League, but her contributions were left on the cutting room floor. Iris finally appeared in this version, most prominently during a scene where Barry saves her from a potentially fatal car accident. Snyder also aimed to make more sense of the future Flash from Batman vs. Superman, which ties into our next entry. Number 2, Jared Leto as the Joker.
A truce, Bruce.
After the mostly negative reception to Suicide Squad, Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-winning portrayal of Joker, and not even getting a cameo in Birds of Prey, although Snyder didn't originally intend to incorporate the Joker, Leto was enlisted after the director's cut got the go-ahead. Joker plays an important role in this version, having stolen the mother box that allows the Flash to travel back in time.
You need me to help you undo this world you created by letting her die.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Darkseid. We always knew that Darkseid wouldn't be the central villain in the theatrical cut. At the very least, though, we thought the film would set him up for future installments. Aside from a brief mention, Darkseid was a no-show.
For the unity! For Darkseid.
The trailers for the Snyder Cut quickly established that Darkseid would play a meatier role in this version. Portrayed by Ray Porter, Darkseid made his long-awaited live-action film debut here.
I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life, and all of existence shall be mine.
This version also made room for some of Darkseid's followers, including Desaad and Granny Goodness. While we're sure the DCEU has even bigger plans for Darkseid and Apocalypse, this was a satisfying taste for now. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.